Hey everybody, welcome back to another edition of Jeff on the Town. We are here today with Jennie or Jennifer, do you prefer?
I prefer Jennie.
Jennie Schwanke, and we're going to talk about some things here. So Jennie, first of all, tell me, who are you?
So Jennie Schwanke is what I go by. I have gone by Nurse Jennie in the past.
Okay.
Who am I? I'm born and raised in Rochester, Minnesota, attended school in Byron. But after college, I went for an adventure, lived in South Dakota, lived in Dallas, Texas for 5 years before coming back home.
Okay.
And here I am. Yeah. Back home in Minnesota.
Very well. And we're here today to talk because you're the mother of Royce.
I am.
And so as we're going to talk about Royce, tell us, who is Royce?
So Royce is my 7.5-year-old son. I adopted him from Nanning, China, in March 18th of 2019.
Okay.
And he is a fun-loving, smart, energetic little boy that I love with all my heart.
Perfect.
So.
Okay. So you just mentioned adoption. Yeah. And we adopted as well. But we adopted my daughter domestically. Okay. And there was a mountain of paperwork and the interviews and everything you go through. It's unbelievable. It is. Tell me about the process for adopting from China.
Mountains of paperwork. Yes. It was just under 2 years. I started the process July of 2017. In September of 2017, I first saw a video and picture of Royce. Right. And I thought, God, this is a cute kid, and he's got something wrong with his kidneys. Whatever. Come December 2017, I was still thinking about him and saw that he was still up for adoption under the special needs criteria, as he was older than 3 years old and he had significant medical needs. And I read his medical files and just remember this overwhelming feeling of, I think this is my kid. And I remember crying because it felt like a decision I shouldn't be making, but like my heart and soul just felt right saying he was my kid.
This is the one I have to. I can help this one.
Yep. And so Christmas of 2017, I gave my family framed pictures of him and said, this is my kid. But it wasn't until March of 2019 that I traveled to go get him. So.
And what was that like?
It was an adventure. On the trip, my mom, my older sister Jackie, and my 2 cousins, Delaney and Max, who now are both 16, who were also adopted from China as toddlers, traveled with us. We spent about 2.5 weeks in China. Only about 5 days without Royce before we picked him up. So most of the time we had him with us traveling around. Okay.
So you mentioned kidney problems. Yeah. And that's actually kind of why we're talking today. Yeah. So tell me about Royce's kidney problems.
So he has a syndrome called brachiotorenal syndrome, or BOR. And it affects, he was born with it. It affects his kidneys. So his kidneys are extremely tiny. Okay. And therefore don't function properly. And then along with that, his left ear looks normal, but is severe hearing loss. His right ear never fully formed. So for the most part, it looks like an ear, but there's no hole to his inner ear. His inner ear works. Therefore, he wears hearing aids. His left ear is a regular hearing aid, and his right ear is what they call a BAHA, a bone-anchored hearing aid. Oh, right. Okay. It looks, people want to think it's a cochlear implant, but it's not, because his inner ear actually works. So this device sits against his skin and transmits the sound to his skull, to the bone, and then into the inner ear.
Okay. I've seen that before.
Yep. So 2 hearing aids, and he hears normal with them. And is learning to talk actually now that he's able to hear for the first time.
That's wonderful. That's great. So then with the kidneys, you're talking about, we're looking at a kidney transplant.
We are. Yes.
Because he's undergoing dialysis.
He has been on hemodialysis since April 4th of 2019. So that is almost a whole year on hemodialysis. He qualified for the kidney transplant list and was listed as active as of the end of August of 2019. So Mayo has been actively searching, or we've been available, depending on where we were on the list, to get a kidney transplant since then.
So how does one go about getting a kidney transplant? Do you have to search for that, or does somebody else search for that?
So
can you have somebody come forward and say, yeah, I've got a kidney?
Yes.
How does that work?
There's a couple different ways. So you can get a deceased donor from the donor list, and they go by districts. So our district is like North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Illinois.
All right.
So first it goes local. So if someone locally becomes an organ donor, and then it spreads out from there within that, and then it can go nationally. Otherwise, you can have a living donor, come forward, get tested, and be a match. Or you can have a living donor if they aren't a match, but they are still willing to donate their kidney. You can do a kidney swap.
Okay.
Or a domino effect kind of thing for donations.
Okay.
So there's lots of ways for people to help in that manner. And we do have a donor who is pretty far in the process and may actually be Royce's kidney donor.
Oh, wow. That's good news.
Yeah, we're still waiting. There's still tests and appointments to be done, but we have an angel, and she knows who she is, waiting in the wings.
Okay. So, and now you're working also with the Children's Organ Transplant Association, otherwise called CODA, CTA.
Yes.
And so what did they do for you? What did they do with you?
So CODA is an amazing support system because they connect families who are all kinds of organ transplant recipients. And they actually work with that child all through their entire life. So down the road, 20, 30 years, if Royce needs another kidney, they will be there to help and support him.
Oh.
What they're doing for us now, helping us, is dealing with fundraising. So to raise funds that will go towards medical expenses for Royce, whether those medical expenses we use the money tomorrow or in 10 years or in 20 years, it will always go towards medical expenses for Royce.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
That's great. Okay, and so speaking of medical expenses, you have a benefit coming up.
We do, yes.
So tell me about it. I know it's March 8th.
Yep.
Which is a Sunday.
Sunday, March 8th.
Tell me more.
It'll be at Bamber Valley School, which is where Royce attends school.
Okay. Here in Rochester.
Yep, Rochester. It's going to be a pancake brunch, so people can come and eat all-you-can-eat pancakes.
All right.
We're going to have a kids' carnival with some games where they get some simple prizes and kind of run around and have fun. And we're going to have a silent auction.
Okay.
And we will have T-shirts, can koozies, and bracelets for sale as well.
Okay. Now, is there admission to get in, or admission for the pancakes, and then the carnival is stuff is donate, or? Yep.
So we have an admission price for cost of an adult plate.
Okay.
For an adult to eat pancakes will be $8. For a kid, $6. And we're working on a for kids younger or big families, we'll give them a deal and stuff to make sure that they can eat. All of them can eat. Okay. Kids Carnival, it'll be $1 a ticket, and you buy a $10 ticket pass for $5, and they can play 10 games, get 10 prizes for that.
Okay. And do you know some of the items on your silent auction yet?
I do. I heard today from my sister that someone is donating a hog.
Okay.
And a local butcher shop is going to donate the processing fees. We've got kids' toys. We have some bottles of wine, I think, that have been donated. Okay. So quite the variety, a little bit for all ages. Cake pops. Oh, we got someone making cake pops for us. Yeah. Okay. So some baked goods too.
Okay. So if people can't attend, what else can they do?
So,
and first of all, I want to back up. The money is going to then CODA for Royce.
In honor of Royce.
For what you talked about before, about if he uses it today, tomorrow, 10 years from now, whatever.
Yes.
That's held for him there.
Yes.
Right? Okay.
Yep.
So now what can people do if they can't attend?
So they can visit his CODA website.
Okay, which we're going to post right here.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, keep going.
CODAforRoyce.com. And there is a donation link there that they can donate to the medical expenses. And then the fundraiser's coming up fast, but if you get this video out, they can contact us and donate to the silent auction, things like that too.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
And what other ways can people help you out? What do you need?
I think we're getting covered. I don't know. It's been so overwhelming, I guess. But volunteers, we need people to attend the event. You know, it's not a good event if no one actually comes and plays the games and eats the pancakes.
That's true.
So really just people to come and have a good time. And you'll see Royce and I will be wearing orange t-shirts. So when you see the orange kid running by you, you'll know that's Royce. And everyone else will be wearing gray and blue shirts that are working the event. So.
And again, that address is Coda for Royce.
Yep.
We're going to post that in the description below, so look for it, everybody.
Yeah.
And anything else you want to tell us about the event or Royce or anything else that you got going on with this? Or
I tell people that he is such an amazing kid. And
I just met him, by the way. He's great.
Yeah, well, he didn't pay much attention to you. He was.
It's okay, but he was
playing his Legos. Yeah. He's an amazing kid. He knows that this is making him feel better, and that everything that I've done, because we arrived home from China, and 4 days later he started dialysis. 3 days later we were in the hospital. So it's been a whirlwind since we brought him home, but he just has so much faith and trust in me, and knowing that what I'm doing for him is what needs to be done and it is what's going to make him feel better. And that faith is just, it's so emotional to know that he trusts me that much and loves me that much. And I love him back. He's such a great kid. So.
Well, Jennie, thanks for talking with us today. And everybody, want to remind you, go check out the website and pass. And I know I say every time, like, subscribe, and share this video.
Yeah.
And usually that's because I want clicks. Let's be serious. But this one, please share it and pass it around and let people know about Jennie and Royce, the benefit coming up and all of that stuff. So please pass it around. That'd be wonderful. Leave a comment below of encouragement, something like that. And as always, thanks for tuning to Jeff on the Town. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Let's take a walk down Main Street. We'll dance and we'll sing to the break of dawn. All night long we'll sing along to the